Good morning, guys. Okay, so we're gonna talk about 2Face Idibia and his beautiful wife. So if you are joining, please stay tuned because this topic is trending and we want to discuss about it. And I want to see your own perspective and what you think about the 2Face issues and the Natasha saga. So those are the topic that we want to discuss about this morning or this afternoon. It's afternoon already. Gosh, time goes fast. So if you are joining, I have time. Let's do it. Two Face, Two Face, the legendary musician. Once again, he's in the headline, and I've seen a couple of comments and DM on my TikTok account that since I blame Nerdy the other day, I should come and blame Two Face now. I should come and blame Natasha now. That Natasha is the aggressive one in this relationship. And I've seen the videos, I've seen pages, I've seen statement, I have seen the arrest in London, and I've seen a lot of comment. I'm going to say my own mind today. You may agree with me, you may not agree with me, but this is personal. But I especially want men to come and listen to what I'm about to say here, especially men, guys. Very important for you. If you care about your sanity, then you need to listen. If you don't care, fine. Also, I will invite ladies to come and listen. So I will advise you to share this live now because the kind of information and the deliberation we're going to do on this live now is going to be very educational to you. I'm going to share experience with you, and I'm going to also share my own understanding of the dynamic of that relationship, what I think is wrong, and I'm not going to blame anyone. I'm going to call somebody out in this. You may not agree with me, but I want you to pay attention. Just give me a second. So I want you to pay attention to the story that I'm going to tell you. 2Face Idibia is not just an ordinary guy in Nigeria. He's very mature and he's very experienced in the industry. In short, he's one of the pioneers of the Nigerian music industry you see today. He went global before anybody went global. He put Afrobeat on the map before anybody put Afrobeat on the map. Apart from Fela, 2Face have actually done a great job in pioneering Afrobeat. A lot of people will say he was lucky. I don't know. He's talented. We must understand that. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up, sorry. So that my camera will look good, you know what I mean. Nigerian people will call me gay for putting earring on my ear. You know, Nigerian people go say I be gay. This gay guy, why they put earring on your ear? Whatever you call me now, I no agree old. I don't old though. Make nobody just take me say I be small pikin. I don't old. Now they say I dey chop good food. Now it make me just they look fresh like this. I don't old though. If I tell una my age, some of una go shock. So let's talk about 2Face Idibia and why I think the problem here is not about Natasha alone. Many of us know his music the same way we know his drama. This man has been through every drama you can think of. Baby mother drama, he's the king of it. From America to UK, in Nigeria, 2Face has been there. So when I saw the video, especially the one on Daddy Freeze page, I was not surprised. When it happened last time, when the news first came out last time, because the video you are seeing yesterday is not a new video. That video has happened a while ago. They just released it now. While 2Face was in London, that incident happened. I called my friend who happened to be 2Face friend as well. And I asked him a question. I said, is this happening? He said, maybe they are promoting music. That 2Face is releasing a new song, that they want to promote it, and then they are making drama to sell their record. So we agreed to that. I didn't know it get to a level where this guy was visibly arrested. We didn't know that. So when the video came out and everybody was deliberating, then the video at the airport come out. Then the wahala in the vehicle come out. Then what appeared on Daddy Freeze live yesterday come out. Then his staff, 2Face partner, business partners, went on Daddy Freeze and they started talking. And they review a lot of things, which many of us can sense already. It don't already they happen inside this relationship. You know the problem when men get busy. Let me tell you something. The biggest mistake guys are making is that when you believe you cannot be alone. And the biggest tragedy of women is to believe they cannot be alone. 2Face have had 3 marriage, 3 relationship, 3 baby mother. There was a one called, what's her name again? Pero. Then there's another one. Then there's Anna Macaulay. They all have children for 2Face. Many men are going through this relationship problem right now because you have refused to accept yourself. I'm not saying fate is different. Accepting your fate that you cannot be married is a different thing than accepting yourself. When you get to a level as a guy where you cannot be alone, where you constantly need people to validate you, where you constantly call people, where you constantly cannot sit on your own sofa for 5 hours, you have a problem. Where you cannot sleep in your own bed alone for 1 month, you have a serious problem. And that problem is not about relationship, it's you. So whatever is your problem that makes you to feel you need validation, you need a woman to be a handbag to you before you are complete, it's your personal problem. 2Face was in a relationship for a long time with Annie, and they went to this African celebrity, whatever they are doing in South Africa. Everything looked fine for me. They have their issues. And all of a sudden, they say they are separating. 2Face announced this year that they are separating. A week later, 2Face got into a relationship with this girl, Natasha, from a royal family in Edo State. I call this my friend again when I look at Natasha for the first time. God is my witness. I said, that girl is up to something. I said, this relationship, I don't understand, but I'm going to give them a chance. I didn't condemn it, never made a comment about it. I just kept quiet. But when I watched the girl, I've already sensed the danger. And I'm not condemning the girl now. That girl looked to me desperate, and 2Face looked vulnerable. And that is what I'm saying, that relationship is not the issue they get together. It's because 2Face cannot see himself living alone, enjoying his life, hanging out with his children, going to the club to perform his music and returning back home with himself. When a man gets to that level, you are prone to this kind of problem. When a man gets to a level where you cannot be alone, Even if Beyonce marry you, it will not work. If Beyonce say, I am your wife, it will not work. When a woman cannot be alone, when a woman find it hard to stay in their lane, to understand lone time that God has given to them, opportunity to find out themselves, they are going to jump from one relationship to the other, and everything is going to be repeating the same kind of thing, because you've never given yourself a chance to learn who you are as a person. And this is very difficult. Sometimes you get into a relationship because you want to pay bills. That is a disaster. Sometimes you get into a relationship because you are weak. It's another. I want you to get into a relationship when you've already satisfied with yourself. Whatever that person is bringing is not the main cake. You are the main cake. You are the main dish. You are important. You are the main cake. Whatever that person that you are going into a relationship is bringing is the cherry on top of the cake. And you know the good thing about cherry on top of the cake? Cherry is the sugar that you put on top of a cake. You can do away with it and you will still enjoy the cake. But you cannot do away with the cake and enjoy the cherry. I don't know whether you understand. You cannot do away with the sugar. You cannot do away with the main cake and enjoy the sugar. When you go into a relationship and the man who is coming into your life, you have made him your cake. If the man pull out, what you have is sugar. And let me tell you, you cannot enjoy sugar. So 2Face have never find out himself. So he's running from one woman to the other. He will born 2 children here. He will born 1 here. He will born 1 here. He has never find out himself. And that is why he's a vulnerable man. When the relationship with Annie, which I believe was forcefully broke, Annie, a beautiful lady, when the relationship break, let me bring Annie up. When the relationship break down, there's one thing I noticed. 2Face did not give himself a chance to heal. 2Face jumped into another chaos. Jump into Natasha. Natasha, who is already vulnerable. Natasha, who look like emotionally dead. Natasha, who look desperate. Natasha, who lack confidence on her person. I'm not talking about any other thing around the lady. I am talking about what I can see. I see a woman who cannot sit alone. Exactly the same description I'm describing now. When you cannot be alone as a woman, even if King Charles enter your life, you are in trouble. If Prince William take you, you are in trouble. So Natasha was looking around because Natasha was already desperate. Natasha want to belong. Natasha want to enter society. Natasha lack a lot of disadvantage. First one that I notice, not allegedly, what I can observation, is that that woman lack self-confidence. She came from a very famous family of Edo, but what I noticed, she lacked self-confidence. She's going through some kind of self-identification. And when a lady get into that level, it will be hard for any man to please them. She came from a family that's rich. They have money. They have the brand. In short, she won election. She's a politician. Complement of the lineage she came from. She's in the state assembly. She mingle with who is who in Edo. Her family name is important. But with all of that external thing that comes along in her life, she herself is lonely. I don't mean lonely as in nobody around her. She's going through something that no man can give to her, that no amount of money in her family line can give to her. She wants to prove something. Exactly what I'm talking about. Self-awareness. She lost it. Now, 2Face coming from another background of not knowing who he is. 2Face jumped in. You left Annie. After 2 weeks, you are proposing to a woman. You decrease. You left Annie. After 2 weeks, you are on your knee to another woman. You dey mad. So we all saw it coming. And the reason why we are explaining this today is because there are many of you guys listening to me right now that still refuse to identify who you are. There's many of you right now who is in a relationship because you have refused to accept who you are. There's many of you right now who is in a very toxic relationship because you cannot see yourself being alone. But you came alone to this world. You are born alone. You are going to be buried alone. You sleep alone. You take your shower alone. You follow your struggle alone. Why don't you accept that you can actually be fulfilled alone? 3 years ago, I gave a lady advice in my neighborhood. The lady she just broke up with a relationship. And then I look at her, she's fine. So I wanted to chat her up. And then we are talking. And then one day she came over to me. And then we are talking. And we get into some kind of intimacy, like touching and all that. And then she says something to me. And that was the biggest red flag of my life. I saw panic in her. And then she said, this is how you men are. You be nice and all that. I quickly withdrawn in a very intelligent way. This experience, the lady follows me. She's in the UK here. She may see it. She's still my friend. But she has fulfilled now. She's fulfilled. Then I begin to ask her a question. How many relationships has she been in the last 3 years? And she named them. Then she told me something very, very private about her personal life. And I saw how vulnerable she is. And I have one choice. Knock her or now take her as a friend and advise her. There's one, she was vulnerable. I could just start knocking her every day. But with that emotion, that baggages, this lady have just dropped on my leg. If I jump on her, for me, I call that a very serious mistake. So I withdraw intelligently. So I stop trying to be intimacy with her. I begin to advise her. I tell her, then, what are you doing at the moment? Then she told me how she dropped out of the school and all that. I said, why don't you see if you can reactivate your school back? Do you know what? May last year, I attended her graduation. May. No, May this year. Actually, May last year. May this year. Sorry, May this year. I attended her graduation in Northampton University. I attended her graduation because I told her that what she needs is not another relationship. What she needs is to spend this time to learn herself. And I was very, very plain to her. I told her, if I did sleep with you, no feeling. So don't see me as emotional support. I have my own need. I have my own emotional need. I cannot support your emotion. I don't have the time to hear your cry in the night. I am not in that space. But men will go and lie that they are in that space. And when you are not, and when that woman begin to cry, when that woman begin to go through stress, through the challenges that was not your responsibility, but she bring that baggages in, you are aware of it, you accepted her, you assured her that you protect her, and you are not there. Emotionally, you are not there. And sometimes physically, you are out. So what happened is this: the relationship turned into chaos. Now, what happened between me and this my friend was very clear. This lady was a misraised girl, beautiful as hell. I gave her the advice, and then she proceeded to take it. In short, when we finished the advice, she began to search for a new school that can take her. And that's how she got the school. That's how she went back to college, to uni again, and then she's now a graduate. Now she has accomplished that one. Maybe that was her stress. That was one of the emptiness in her life. She covered it. Now let's go back to 2Face and Annie and Natasha. Because when I look at Daddy Freeze yesterday, Daddy Freeze is not interested in healing for these people. Daddy Freeze is interested in the gossip. Daddy Freeze is not interested in teaching anybody. Nobody go to his platform to learn anything. And I'm not condemning him. He's making his money. But he's not interested in making sure people can identify who they are before they get into a relationship. I remember that the Freeze announced the proposal. I just came off phone now with Annie and Idibia. They proposed. Wow, congratulations on his platform. Now, yesterday, Daddy Freeze announced the chaos. Sorry, Annie and Natasha, 2Face and Natasha. He announced their proposal. Yesterday, he announced their chaos. Some people are parasites. When I look at 2Face, I don't know if he's older than me or if I'm older than him, but what I see there, I see somebody that is empty. And when I see Natasha, I see somebody that have no confidence of who she is. And let me tell you about relationship. If you are always dating vulnerable people, you need to take a break. Yes, because it's like law of attraction. And law of attraction, you are not doing it. It's a universe that deliver that one. If you are always attracted to vulnerable women, then you need to check. If you are always attracted to chaos, then you need to check. And what I'm going to tell you now, I have a personal experience of a friend of mine. Unfortunately, that guy lost his life. He died last year. From one baby mother to the other, he has 3. He has 3. Because he refused to be alone. He refused to learn himself. If you are listening to me now, and you are not in a relationship, not as a result of your making, congratulations. Find out who you are. Learn yourself. Take care of yourself as a man. Dress up. Buy new dress. Enjoy music. Watch concert. Mingle with yourself. Some people, they are constantly on the phone. They are constantly on the phone because they are busy body. They cannot see themselves being silent, being in a movement, enjoying music, staying alone, having fun alone. They cannot do it. They are constantly on the phone. In short, they check their phone if their phone have rang. If somebody is not calling them, they are checking whether there's network on top of their phone. Sometimes you need to put your own self in do not disturb mode. Because at the end of the day, you are supposed to be the cake. You are not the cherry. And you are going into a relationship and you present yourself. You present yourself as the cherry. Then if the main dish, if the main cake decide to go away, then cherry can never be consumed. And this is vice versa on both ways. Now, if you have this mindset and you are going into a relationship, I promise you, you will always overcome. If you anticipate a corner before you drive into the corner, you avoid the accident. If you anticipate a gallop, if you anticipate a danger, you have a chance to plan to avoid that danger. But if you don't anticipate it, you are going into a ditch. You risk going into that ditch. The ditch, yeah? Yeah. So relationship should not be the reason why you are happy. You should be the reason why you are happy. Your achievement should be the reason why you are happy. And let me tell you, getting a boyfriend is not an achievement. Getting married is not an achievement. In short, getting a job is not an achievement. Knowing who you are is the biggest achievement. A lot of Nigerians are going through emotional trauma, depression, semi-1, outright blown out depression. But they refuse to recognize it. Give me a reason why 2Face will break up with Annie under 3 months he get married. Can somebody give me any kind of justifiable sense in that decision? No. Can somebody tell me any kind of justification that will make 2Face to break up with Annie And under 3 months, if they carry the girl, they go show him mama, if they do marriage, if they do traditional marriage. Somebody should tell me the rationality behind that decision. If not that, you see two vulnerable people who came together. I'm sorry, I'm not a relationship advisor, but I'm just trying to share my own one coin sense to guys and to ladies out there. I don't have power to carry somebody else's emotion. I don't. I'm being honest with you. I'm not a Jesus. I'm not pastor. I have my own. You have yours. Until you learn how to deal with your own, I cannot help you carry your own. I can support. I can support you, but I cannot help you to carry it. It is your baggages. And people create chaos. Everything that is happening to 2Face at the moment, they created that chaos. Now, I'm not going to go into the outburst and started to blame Natasha. Natasha, why you slap 2Face, why you do this. Because both of them are damaged. They are damaged product. That woman is damaged. Go and look at her. She can't dress. This woman have intentionally give up on herself. No, go and watch the videos. Go and watch their outings. She's desperate for validation. And this is one thing that destroys our people. Looking for validation. Looking for somebody to validate you is the biggest thing. It's the reason why people go into debt. It's the reason why you make the wrong decision. It's the reason why you get into relationship. Validation. Validation have destroyed a lot of people. And it has killed a lot of talent. There are many of you watching me now that you could be the next Pella. You could be the next Macaroni. You could be the next Tunde Nut. You could be the next biggest things. You could be the next music legend. But do you know why? What is holding you back? Validation. Validation. Some of you are still here because we're talking about relationship. Some of you are still here. That person, somebody toasting you right now, could be the best husband that is destined for you. But what will my friends say if I say I agree for this man? Validation. What will my guy say if I say this is the woman I want to marry? Validation. But what about if that is your destiny? If that is where where your happiness lies? Why didn't you give your chance? Why are you waiting? And you feel it, and you can feel I am happy with this guy, but you are scared, you are ashamed to open up. You are always trying to hide. You are always trying. What would they say? He didn't go to school. He don't have the money. He don't have the status, or he doesn't look like a Ramsey Noah. Because you are looking for validation. You've accepted the guy in your heart. You like the guy in your heart. Every time you think about it, you feel like you should be embracing this guy. But you are thinking about what other people are thinking. What are they thinking? What are they saying? What would they say? What would my best friend say if I said I am now in love with Jude? Who cares what your best friend would say? Who cares what your girlfriends, your auntie, your cousin, who cares about their opinion? If your heart tells you this is the direction, try to listen to yourself. Now, when we talked about this, let's talk about talent. And I said it, some of you are better speaker. Some of you are better singer. Some of you are songwriter. Some of you can be a presenter. You are just scared of how people will laugh at you. You are just scared. You are just so scared to do yourself. Do you? Do you? Let everybody perish. Do you? You're just scared. You have a beautiful pictures. You can't post them because of what people will say. You have a problem. And no pastor can deliver you. No generational curses. You need to look into yourself and you need to say, I have one life to live. I am going to live it to please myself, to make me happy. If it's going to be a mistake, I want to be responsible for that mistake, not anybody else. Me. And if you get to that level, if you get to that level of decision-making process for yourself, I guarantee you, you will see things, thank you, you will see things turning around in the positive direction for you. And your prayer will just be 1%, but your answer will be 100%. You are good. You can look at the camera. You can be a content creator. You can be a writer. You can be a singer. You are just scared to make an attempt. Scared of failing. Scared of people laughing at you. There's a lady called Auntie Bumi in the UK here. Auntie Bumi is a mental health nurse. The boss auntie who works night shift. She don't even drive. She take bus. She's not beautiful. When I mean beautiful, our standard of beauty. She's not Gen Z. She's not trending. She's just a woman with her cell phone. And she took bus every day. And then she began to document her movement. She make a video of herself as the bus is coming. Her bus. And then she have the audacity to post it. She posted the video without a shame of what her colleagues in the office will say. Without a shame of what her friends will say. Without a shame of what people in Nigeria will say. Look at this woman after 20 years in the UK. Now TikTok she they do now. She was not ashamed. She posted it. And you know what? The universe picked that one. The universe picked it. She went viral. People that are supposed to be laughing at her are now looking for her for inspiration. Stop covering your talent. Start listening to yourself. Now, what is happening to 2Face? Now, I told you guys when I started this program, I said I am not coming here to come and blame anybody. I will not blame Natasha. Neither will I blame 2Face. I want us to learn. I want us to learn. Guys, learn. Because if you don't, that woman posted that video, posted another one, she get 100 likes, she get 200 likes, she get 10 likes, she get laughed at, she keep doing it. Some of her video went viral, some get 1,000 views, she keep doing it. She just won Content of the Year in the UK. She just won it. She started advertising for big companies. She collected more than 200,000, 100,000 per endorsement. Pounds. This was a lady that was doing mental health assistance. What does that tell you? She do her. She did her. She did her. She did her. She didn't do her brother. She didn't do her sister. She didn't do her church member. She didn't do her colleague. She didn't do her village people. She didn't do her daughter. She didn't do her husband. She did her. And until you allow yourself to be laughed at, your glory may not even shine at all. So what happened to 2Face is 2Face have refused to learn himself. And Natasha, with everything going on for her, she's trouble. When I mean trouble, I don't mean like I don't mean insultive way. She needs healing. She needs to start listening to herself. And I'm not always good at that. Nobody should get me wrong. I'm not a guru. But one thing that I know about myself is that my confidence in myself is 100%. In short, sometimes I increase it. And I have a long history of building that pattern. Let me tell you something. If I need to go to the club today, I don't need to call 10 friends. Hey, brother, are we going out for drink tonight? Are we going to the club tonight? Are we going to this? If I need to, I dressed up. I'm not saying you should not be socializing with your friends. Oh, please don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do call my friend, let's link up and have a drink. That is pre-planned. But if they don't call me and I need to go out, I can go out on my own. And let me tell you, sometimes when I go out on my own and I'm in a bar or in a club in my locality, you would think I came with everybody because I'm a people's man. Both ladies, both guys, they will be on me. We'll be talking. It will be like we planned this outing months ago. And we didn't plan it. I just get there on my own. But do you know what took me inside that place? Why that positive energy was able to be attracted to me? Because I am coming with a radiation of energy, of positivity. I am coming in there with a full confidence of a man who has his own value, who knows his identity. So once I get into that place, it automatically attract people, attract energy, attract girls, attract guys. Then I'm favored in front of that club there. I am favored inside the club. I am favored inside because I went out with myself. Let me tell you something. If I'm sitting at home, I'm thinking, how can I gonna be in the club alone? People will think I'm weird. People will think I'm so weird. How can I go to the bar on my own? People will think I'm weird. You see what I'm saying? Do you see the message now? You see what I'm causing between my head. You see the energy that I'm fighting with. So I am now telling myself that I am not enough. I need Jude. I need Emeka. I need Chinaza. I need this for me to be enough to step out on my own. Many of you are like that. Scared to take a step. Scared to move forward. Scared to stand alone. Now, I'm not telling you should take a risk. Please, don't get me wrong. Everything you have to apply wisdom. But the greater wisdom is knowing your worth and knowing your value. Do you think, and I need somebody to comment on this. Do you think 2Face understand his value? Do you think 2Face understand his worth? With all you know so far, do you think this example of what I say now, this man understand his worth? Do you think he understand his worth? Do you think he understand himself that you left your wife and under 1 month, 2 months, you get married to another woman? Come on. Do you know the kind of decision you have to make do you know the level of I just wish them well. I wish them well. But it's not too late. It's not too late to call it a quit. It's not too late to say, okay, nice to meet you. I'm out. It's not by force. Marriage is not by force. First of all, marry yourself first. I want to give you guys an example. I want to tell you guys something. This is personal. But this has been my life. When I came to UK, when I came to Europe, I was young. Don't be this big head. I find I no come for asylum. I collect visa in Nigeria. I collect paper, document. I enter plane with suit. I didn't come to hustle. I didn't come with, when I was coming, I came with money in my pocket. I was lucky. Then, we had our first child with my partner in 2006. Yes, 2006. Then we have our second child in 2008. And then I said, I don't want kids. That's it. I only want 2 children. I have many of my friends, they were having 5. I remember when I hung out with them that time, they would be telling me, oh, government is paying. Why are you not having more kids? I said, no, I only want 2 children. See, I said, I only want 2. And I want to be in their life. Now, today is 2nd of December. Since I have my children, 2 of them, I've never missed Christmas. I've never missed their birthday. I travel with them anytime I want to. I was there for them. I drop them in kindergarten the first day they enter. I drop them in primary school the first day they enter. I drop them in secondary school the first day they enter. And I drop them in university the first day they enter. I documented it. If I show you the videos, you will be crying. I documented everything. Everything documented. Yes. My son is 2nd year now in uni. I drop them. Pick them up. Teach him how to drive. In this country. I documented everything. Everybody, every Christmas. I'm not with their mother. We separated, but they know. If there's a danger to the mom now, to my baby children mother, the first person she will call will be my phone number. And it's like 80 years ago that we separated. Yes, the first person, Oyibo woman, the first person she will call today, if somebody knock her door, if anything happen, now me she go call. If you satisfy with yourself, millionaire will seek your attention. Millionaires. Your friends that are earning more money than you will be envy of you. I am in that category. People that earn more than me, people that have houses more than me, they are envy of me. Because the kind of satisfaction I put on myself, it should be surprising to you. The case I fought last year, this Andrew's case, that many of you that knows me get to know me through, it was not coincident that Andrew called me to tell me what he's going through. It's not coincident. Because they know he knows me. One police officer told me they have Andrew's phone. Say they read all the messages that me and Andrew exchanged going far back as 6 years. The man told me, a big officer, he said, you are a good man. You tried. I was not his friend because he was a millionaire. No. I wasn't his friend because he has more money or I take anything from him. No. I was his friend because he's my friend. That's it. So when he was in trouble and I have a platform, I have one choice. Talk with him I know or side the populist. I decided at the detriment of me to talk with him I know. Now, I face all the heat. I face all the heat, insult, name calling, everything. All the weight was on me. I stood my ground. Today, is there more heat on me? No heat. Just imagine if I keep quiet when all the lies we are going, if I would have just kept quiet because I'm scared of what you will say, of what strangers that I never have contact with in my life will say about me. Do you know the kind of life, do you know the kind of mental health I'll be going through right now? Because I know my friend told me the truth. And I was scared of what stranger will call me. And I refused to say it. And that case would have been on him. Everybody would have been calling him a killer, a murderer, and he probably was never the one that did it, as the fact have proved. If I kept quiet, and that case would have died like that, nothing like that, everything would have just gone. How do I stand in a bathroom and look at myself every time I look at his picture? How do I feel about myself? How do you think I will feel about myself? Do you know why I was able to do it? It's not because if you didn't do it, it's not because you are weak. No, don't get me wrong. Some of you guys, if you bring 10 men, 9 of them will not do it. What I did. They accused the guy of murdering 2 girls, kidnapping 2 girls. And I was able to come out and say, no, this story don't add up. This man told me he didn't do it. When the whole nation will say he did it. Do you know what that means? Now, the nation, the social media were looking for somebody as scapegoat.
And here I just presented myself. The host, Andrew is dead. They cannot find the two girls. Harrison is out there shouting, Andrew, Andrew. And here I come and I say, no, this man may have been bad though, but he said he didn't do this thing. And this. Can you guys tap the screen, please? TikTok says you should tap. Tap, 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 tap. So I was able to do that. And then I wouldn't have been able to live with myself. Now that is past. The whole police department in Nigeria respect me. The biggest IRT team, their boss, respect me. The Nigerian police PRO respect me. This is what he said when we had a meeting. He said, Mr. Ben, we know you. You're just dragging us. This case is complicated, sir. That is the word a police PRO of the Federal Republic, Muyiwa, told me. Face to face, Zoom call. Face to face. With the family of the girls on the line. He said, Ben, Mr. Ben, we know you. This case is complicated. I say it's not complicated. The straightforward, the decision you guys make was bad. Why do you pie the man? Do you know why I was able to do that? And I'm not going to blame you if you are in that situation and you choose yourself. You choose your sanity. It's because I understand myself. I know myself. I believe in myself. I know myself. I know myself. And a lot of people have never learned to know themselves. Some of you are moving houses because you want to impress somebody. You're buying a new car because you want to impress somebody. You're taking a loan because you want to impress somebody. You are shopping in a luxury store because you want to impress somebody. When you could go to H&M and look good. When you could go to Zara and look good. Primark and look good. Because it is not the clothes that wears you. It's not the car that drives you. It's not. Do you know who drives you? You drive the car. The car doesn't drive you. Those expensive clothes does not wear you. You wear them. And if you are weak, if you like, put Louis Vuitton in your body. The energy will be like, with your Louis Vuitton. 2Face issue. I'm not blaming him. No. We are learning from it. Some of you are currently going through relationship crisis. You're sleeping in the next room. Your wife is in the next room. Everybody is turning their back. There's no dynamic between you two. You're living with your enemy. You're too coward to move out. Too weak to take a step. A few years ago, I have a friend of mine. I have stories because I'm a leader. When I say I'm a leader, I'm actually a leader. And my peers respect me. And when they see me, they confide on me. They tell me stuff. I have this friend. He was going through marriage crisis. He brought this woman from Enugu State to UK. He trained the woman into nursing. The woman become a nurse. They have about 3 beautiful kids. The guy has money. He's able to make money because he was a hustler. He have houses. And the relationship get into crisis. And one day he called me and he confided on me. He told me things. And I said, where are you now? He said, he's in his other property. He said he took a room in the other property because he has one house where he supply the rooms out. So he has to take one room there. And he plait his hair, which was unusual. So I see him plaiting his hair. I saw this is a crisis. This man is going through crisis. Because there are signs. If you actually listen, there are signs that you will see and you will know somebody is going through crisis. So I listened to him. So we went out, we talked. So another time I will go to his business. He has a business, he has an office. So I will go to his business, we'll talk. And this is what I told him. Now, then one day, who was performing? I swear to God, this story match. God just give me, oh God. 2Face, the same 2Face, came to Milton Keynes. 2Face, now I get the whole story. God is good. 2Face came to Milton Keynes. And 2Face performed. And 2Face was launched in a hotel, DoubleTree Hotel. And then there's after party at the DoubleTree. And I asked this my friend to come with me. He's going through crisis. So we went to that place. 2Face, I cannot believe that this story is coming up today. So we went to that place. So we sat, we sit by the bar of the lounge. Then we talk. And this is what I told him. I said, don't go back again. I swear to God, this, I could not even hold it. I said, don't go back to this marriage again. Stay in that house and file a divorce. When I say that, he said, but you know, marriage and children. I said, would you rather have your kid? This is what I say. God is my, I said, would you rather have your kid or don't have them? I said, that with what you told me now, there's no marriage. I did that. It was 7 years ago. I told him this. So once I finished talking to him, so he get very, it's like he's hearing the voice of the devil, because the guy goes to church. He's so confused. He also goes to church as well. So he told me, I remember, I told Derek about this, one of my friends. I told Derek, this guy just left. Then he told me he's going to a prayer meeting. We are drinking Jack Daniel. All of a sudden, he says he's going to a prayer meeting. So in my head, I thought maybe he don't want to pay part of the bill for the bottle of Jack Daniel we get on the table. I said, that's fine, go to prayer meeting. So he left for a prayer meeting. And I hope this my friend can see. He's my friend. It doesn't matter how, I didn't call his name. So he left for a prayer meeting. So we didn't meet up again for like maybe a couple of days or whatever. So then we meet up again, we talk. Then because of the reaction he reacted the other day, I just kept quiet. I did not ever remember to talk about his family again. Then somebody settled the problem for them. He moved back home. He paid he paid mortgage again for the next 6 years, 7 years to the property, to the big property they are in. He was paying the mortgage, they were there, and he was in his own room. So he's no longer confident to tell me about the man. So about the wife again. Then one day, a senator from Imo came to this town. And then I had something to do with the senator. We went to Mark and Spencer. From Mark and Spencer, we walked through his business. So he saw me. He called me. Ben, come. So I brought the man into the place. So I introduced the man to him. And then the guy said, Ben, you know people, you know. The guy opened up, boom. And he told me what was going on. That was 7 years later. He was arrested. He was locked up. He cannot see his children anymore. The divorce process is on. He's not allowed to even see his kid again. His own is finished. All of the children. The first time he moved out 7 years ago, he can still see his kid. He can meet them. Just imagine if he could have accepted his fate and accepted himself. Now, the relationship between him and his children spoiled. He was in prison. They locked him up. You know why that happened? Because somebody refused to accept himself. That's what happened. So there is nothing you will tell me today and I will start blaming 2Face. I'll start blaming Natasha. I am blaming the next victim. I am blaming you if you are seeing all of this and you are not learning anything. Their blame is already there. There's no amount of blame I'll give to 2Face today that will take anything out of his life. He can learn now or he can be destroyed because he can die in that relationship. He can learn. So we are learning now so that none of us will make that mistake. Learn how to accept yourself. Learn how to see yourself as the main dish. Let every relationship that come into your life, let them not be the people that fulfilled you. I don't believe the part of the Bible that says women are ribs. You are not ribs. That's one fundamental error in the Bible I always fight about. You are not a ribs. You are not a ribs that can be pulled out anytime. You are relevant as a woman. You are important. In short, you are the main dish. Because without you, there is no home. So if you are going into a relationship without understanding that you are important, not that you are going to be fulfilling, completing somebody else's ribs, then you forgot that Adam, in the same scripture, Adam was already existing before God did the ribs for him. So means if that rib decided to go away, Adam will still exist. Why would you accept yourself to be a ribs? You are not a ribs. It's a mispriority. Nobody is a ribs of anybody. Women don't accept you are any ribs. In short, you are the mother. You are the queen. You are the universe. You are the one that gave birth to us. We can't give birth to no child. We cannot multiply anything without you. You are the soil. How dare somebody call you a ribs? Tear that part of the Bible away. You are not a ribs. It's a misconception. It's a lie. Ribs. But you forgot that the same Bible says Adam was already being made and God said, let's make a rib to make you a companion. Means Adam would have been able to sustain himself. They only need you to go and be a companion, not to be a partner, not to be anything. You are just going to be a companion. A ribs can be pulled out and the person will still survive. You are not a ribs. So go into every relationship as the main dish. With spirit of humbleness, understanding the value who you are. So if that person who you are connecting with bring something to add to you, they add value to you. They don't reduce the value. They bring cherry, they bring ice to the cake. And we can scrape the ice and we can eat the cake. But if you allow anybody to be the cake and you the ice, you have make yourself an irrelevant partner. And if you are going into a relationship and this kind of emotional trauma is already there, you have to evaluate. Some people have the strength to manage it. If you cannot manage it, don't go into it. Don't promise what you don't have because of Toto. Because after Toto, reality. I want to thank you guys for joining. If anybody want to come up and have their say, the line is open. You can request so that I give chance to everyone to contribute before we end the show. So please request to come up if you want to come up. Let's see whether we have actually spoken today. My name remains Ben. Thank you for joining, guys. Please join up if you want to come up. I will wait for you guys to request. Send your request in. What do you think? Do you think 2Face was ready to go into another relationship when he did that? What do we learn? What can we learn? Can somebody come up and tell me? What can we learn from this chaos that you're watching today? Because this is not the first time. This is not the second time of 2Face having this thing. And let men stop lying to women. Don't lie to them. Don't lie to them. If you are stronger than them mentally, impact them. Don't take away from them. I guess stay here. Softy.
Hi, Mr. Ben. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You hear what we are discussing? I hope that I'm not preaching too hard this morning.
No, it's okay. Nice words, nice advice, and all good. I was actually, oh gosh, it's funny. I was actually on the live yesterday on Daddy Freeze live, and to be honest, I actually want to be as real. Like, I love what happened. I might sound evil, but I kind of enjoy it.
So you enjoy the drama.
It's not really the drama. I kind of enjoy what happened. Like, okay, yeah, I kind of enjoy the scenario. I enjoy the behavior
The behavior of Natasha.
of Natasha. Yeah.
Are you doing this because of Annie?
Oh no, it's just a general concept. Yeah, I can
Why? Tell
imagine.
me why. Softy,
Okay,
you know I
because
love you. Tell me why. Tell me why you enjoy this kind of drama.
okay, the thing is, when the whole thing was ongoing, yeah, the guy
Mhm.
said a lot. You get, I was there. I was there when the whole thing started. And at a point, even some people called that the phrase to like air the view, the ones that don't want to come up the live to like say something in public.
Mhm.
And Two Face just came up, yeah,
Mhm.
and it was like, oh, he was using the F word on the guy, trying to put up this thing like everything was fine, and why was the guy saying those shit like wasn't going on? Okay,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, the beast came up, and she was like, I want to be here. And the next day, everything went blank. And the next day, we're hearing slaps like poop, poop. And we're like, what? I
Okay.
was shocked.
Okay. If you watch that video, like
Yeah.
the way you say exactly what happened, when that guy was talking about everything that Natasha was doing to 2Face, when
Yeah.
2Face requested, 2Face was not abusing Natasha, right? Two-Face was
No,
abusing the guy
the
under the
guy,
freeze.
yeah, the guy,
Shut the
yeah, the
F
guy,
up, shut the F up, stop
yeah,
talking, shut the
yeah,
F up.
yeah,
Because that was the reason Two-Face requested to come live.
yeah,
So that he can come and shut down the guy.
yeah.
Now,
That was what happened.
Natasha did not see, Natasha want to be live. Natasha want to be dramatic. Natasha want two of them to sit down
To be
and be
there, she
having
wanted
their
to be
own,
visible. Yeah,
like occasion of the day. Like what that the
yeah,
freeze normally do when you bring drama king. So that's what
yeah,
Natasha was expecting. But Two-Face was not ready for that.
yeah. Okay, that
So,
was what I said. I see it as a behavior because it's a thing like when the guy was speaking, the guy said a lot. And at a point, I was like, oh Lord, Two-Face needs saving. Like somebody just need to save that guy from the lady, you know? And at a point when the conversation was going on, in my head, I was like, I don't really believe in superstitious thing and all those things, but it was insane. But at a point, I'm like, okay, okay, why would Two-Face be in this position? I see Two-Face as a legend. I knew Two-Face when I was really young. I admire him, like, and the story of African Queen, the relationship with Annie, what happened at the long run. I was disappointed that the marriage couldn't like go through, but I still understand the lapses. You understand, and it wasn't even up to 3 months, MrBen. It was that same month, I think, that he moved on to a giant that he called his peace.
you know,
Okay.
you know why, because if you, I don't know how long you join, and I've talked a lengthy way about the reason why Two-Face is in the position.
Yeah, I was heading there.
Is because Two-Face, as a man, and as many guys here can listen, some people have never really matured. Some people have never really know who they are. Some people have never really grown. For when I see Two-Face, I see Two-Face like somebody that come to the UK for 10 years is always living in squatting house, never manage his own kitchen, never manage his own bathroom, never manage his own council tax.
Yeah.
So you never really know how to live alone. You're always constantly scared to go and take a one-bedroom studio flat. You always want to hide, and Ghanaians can bear me witness. That's what they do. They can be here for 20 years. They'll be moving from one room to the other. You have never been yourself. You've never been able to come into your parlor and fart the way you want to fart. So don't laugh. Two-Face, Two-Face is in that kind of reality. All his life is from one relationship to the other. This man has never been himself. This man have always need the validation of companies. That is why he's able to have kid, two women here, one is here, he's running to America to go and meet her. Annie's online shouting, the brothers, the sisters, and this is the problem. And that kind of healing process needs to start from him. Maybe this particular incident would be the one to wake him up. Because
To
if
be
it does,
honest, I don't think it will. I don't think it's I don't see him as somebody that is ready to wake up. Yeah, like you said, validation, yeah. I
Mhm.
feel like with Two-Face, with everything that has been going on with his previous like history, I don't really know much, so I can't say so much about him. But what we've seen online, there are some people that they're emotionally immature. It has nothing to do with intelligence, it has nothing to do with age, it has nothing to do with experience, but it has a lot to do with self-development. Like what you said, know your what, know yourself, build yourself, have confidence in yourself, know who you are. I feel like Two-Face has always been a liability on people, mostly ladies. I feel like Two-Face has this pattern. He has this pattern of moving to ladies that he feels like they can build him to a certain way.
No. Why I disagree with you on this?
Why I
Two-Face,
said this,
he's
Mr. Ben?
attracted. His energy attracted vulnerability from everyone. I tell you, his energy, it is something that he has never fight. So his energy is drawing vulnerability to him. Now people, so I don't understand. It's not spiritual. I don't want to go into that, but it's kind of the law of attraction. His energy attract chaos.
That's what I'm trying. Like, there's a pattern.
Yes.
There is always a pattern, and it's like a circle, and it has always been in that circle. Is either that's why I'm still. If you notice, I said something. I said 2Face is emotionally immature because he's emotionally immature, and because he has not actually known himself or built himself to a standard. This has nothing to do with what he's got. It has nothing to do with his potentials. It has nothing to do with whatever he has. It has a lot to do with somebody that is emotionally immature and feel like
With
for him
himself.
to be happy. Yes,
With
with
himself.
himself. Yes, that's what I'm
With
saying.
himself. Now,
With himself.
Softy, hold on there so that we can round it up on time. Let me bring the lady that joined us, Chidowo.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. Speaking of Two-Face, what I see and what I've heard through the years, and I think what Two-Face needs is Jesus and self-control and discipline. If a man, I think there was this proverb my dad normally tell us, this story. He said there was a man advising his son about women in order for them not to die young. One of the sons stood up and told his father, "Father, I want to die a great man." That means he wants to die in the bosom of a woman. So I think his problem is self.
Akofa, can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah, he
Akofa.
doesn't. I think Two-Face problem is women. He doesn't have Two-Face is not somebody that has self control of his manhood. Is how can a man, even if let me say you left Annie, a man of 50 years. I was thinking maybe there's a saying that when somebody gets old, when you start getting old, you start like some bad habits. You start stopping those bad habits, and I thought like Two-Face is 50 years. I was not even like, even if you left Annie due to one problem or the other. As in, the right step is he going into another marriage and bringing up new children again at your age that you're supposed to be relaxing, traveling the world and seeing things and just like enjoying yourself. At this age, you are still trying to bring up more children, more kids. Start buying pampers all over again. Start buying milk all over again because you can't keep your dick in control.
Oh, I beg, mind your language, please, my sister. Thank
Okay,
you.
let me say you can't keep your
bola.
your hair. You can't hold it. Like why? I think his problem, he lacks self-discipline. He doesn't know how to control his thing. And I don't know if somebody is even giving him advice because at this age, you are not supposed to be talking about these things. You're supposed to like, I thought maybe if somebody is growing old, the person start getting awareness of himself, start like living good life, but Two-Face own is not like that. At this age, we are still talking of things like this. It's very bad. And it's because of these women. And he has been fighting and fighting and fighting all these years.
I think Annie, do you think Annie was ready to hold with Two-Face? Of course, I believe so.
What do you mean?
Annie was ready to live with Two-Face and they be old together like couple for life. That's what
she loved this guy to like I think when he left her, I think there was a news that time that when he left her, she nearly ran mad.
She
She
shut
had
down. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she shut down.
you you get she loved him, but Two-Face problem as in Two-Face, his problem has been women from the first day. From the first day, and that was the battle Annie has been fighting during all these years. She has been fighting and fighting and fighting. Even when I watch Annie's movie, this something famous.
Mhm.
I forgot that reality
Young and
show.
famous.
Yeah, where Two-Face was still even saying that in one of their dinner meetings, saying that a man is not supposed to stay with one woman, or it doesn't matter if you sleep with, as in, look at what is coming out
He
from.
said that on when he went to Nedo's podcast.
Young and famous. That was what he said
That's
about it.
And
younger
he also
when he was
repeated
with
this when he
Annie.
went to Nedo's podcast.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
he repeated it after he met Natasha, and Natasha forced him to apologize. But
Yeah.
when he was with Annie, he never apologized. In fact, it was even Annie crying about it. You get, Annie has been fighting this addiction with women. Before she married him, after she married him, she was fighting. She was fighting. It was as if she was in constant war with women on Two-Face lives,
Chidi
Two-Face life.
Wonder.
And I thank
Chidi
God she
Wonder.
left,
Chidi
because
Wonder.
some men need to learn. Some men that cannot keep their thing in control need to learn this thing. And I thank God this thing is happening now. It's happening. And I pray that Annie finds peace and take that love which she has for Two-Face away completely from her life. Because Two-Face is not somebody that you fight for. Is not somebody. Annie has dedicated many years of her life to Two-Face, fighting, 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 in war always with herself. I think this one now, if Two-Face does not use this one and sit down, maybe early hours of the morning, and talk to himself, I don't think this thing will, as in, I think, let this thing not take his life. Or I think he needs serious. Some people will say some people are addicted to smoking. Some people are addicted to or white. Some people are addicted, but Two-Face is addicted. His own addiction is women. And if it doesn't pray about this and say, God, I really need deliverance from this thing. This thing is not, I see it as a spiritual something. It needs serious deliverance away from women. Say, God, take that likeness I have for women away from his life. That is its first deliverance. Because if not, even if he leave Natasha today, he will still be in the bosom of a woman tomorrow. If he leave Natasha today, tomorrow you will see Nkechi. It will not take him 2 minutes. I don't know why. So I think that is what he needs. A
And
serious deliverance
that
from
Nkechi will be Wahala again.
that Nkechi may even be his death safe.
Me,
That
Uh,
is
Natasha is Two-Face karma.
you
Natasha is
understand?
Two-Face karma, and I'm
If
happy.
if I have a brother like that, I will tell him, see,
Gosh.
number one is you need Jesus, you need deliverance, you need to speak
You
to
go to
yourself,
White Garment Church.
not even white garments. It needs serious deliverance, and because that is the first step.
now I want to just agree with you guys on this particular one, because do you know why I'm interested in this? Because a lot of us might be thinking it's only Two-Face that is going through this kind of thing. Do you know how many guys are going through this kind of thing today? How many guys have refused to put a limit on their desire? How many guys have restricted themselves, trained themselves to listen to the unsound out, unspeaking part of their brain? How many guys have not paid attention to themselves? Now, how many of you can agree with me? Two-Face pay attention to himself here. Nobody. Because if he pay attention to himself, he will not divorce Annie. Not even divorce. They haven't even divorced. And all of a sudden, you get married. And when you look at that Natasha is vulnerable. When I mean vulnerable, I don't know whether there is any substance misuse. That allegation is out there allegedly. But when I look at the girl, I see a woman who has no confidence in herself. I see a woman who is seeking attention. I see a woman who has everything but herself. I see a woman who lack who he is. He don't know who he is, who she is, sorry. She's from a royal family. They have the money. She's a House of Rep member. But that's all of those achievements is not who she is. She's looking for who she is. And Two-Face couldn't give it to her, cannot give it to her. And that's why I keep saying the law of attraction. Two-Face attracts chaos. And the only normality in Two-Face life is Annie. Annie was able to cry out, show her vulnerability, and still loved this man unconditionally. Annie was like a babysitter of Two-Face.
Against women now. That was the only war she was fighting there.
When Natasha called police for Two-Face, if I am Two-Face, that is the movement the marriage finished in London here. We will not fly back to Nigeria together. We will not be in the same house again. That is it. Whatever my clothes, whatever I left in that property, let her keep it. Do you know what it is to call police for your husband in the UK? They were not residents of the United Kingdom. They were visiting. When the girl is in that range, she can't control herself. Do you know that? Did you notice that on that voice, on that chaos? She can't control herself. She cannot control herself. At the airport, she couldn't control herself. Eh?
What do you mean when you say she can't control herself?
MrBen, that's why I said it's a behavior.
I said the woman can't control herself. She has a serious issue.
Yeah.
And Two-Face did not know himself. Two-Face entered another relationship with that kind of baggages. It's like two knockout in one box. And the outcome of it will be a disaster. Now, what we are looking at now as a joke can actually end Two-Face completely.
Yeah.
Not music-wise, because I don't think he has anything to offer in the music industry anymore. I'm talking about his own retirement, his life. Look at when the guy was talking. He said, the guy said, I have no money. Two-Face said, I have nothing. This guy took Two-Face phone, according to that guy, allegedly, and blocked celebrity. There was one video of them in an event. She was literally on his back like this. You can see Two-Face trying to breathe. And this woman was just hawking over. Grabbing hand, holding. At one point, the security was basically keeping an eye on her, not to hit Two-Face. Is it okay to say that woman have a mental health problem?
That is what I've been saying.
You
It's
know,
she. God,
you know this thing I saw that time, a plug, a news then, that said the Natasha's former boyfriend, she beat him up. Like
yeah, her
she
husband, and I
uh-huh,
heard she's still married as well.
she's still married to the man.
I heard she's married. Yeah,
She
I know
beat up
different things
she
like that. She
she
beat up
beat
her
up the
ex.
guy.
Yeah,
Like she as in, how can you see things like this and you still as in, you just like from frying pan to fire. Like it's very sad.
but to be honest, I feel for Natasha. I feel for 2Face because that Natasha, her story and everything. I know somebody that knew her very well from Benin. They grew up together. Even before this whole thing came out, like they grew up together.
Is she a
Natasha,
granddaughter of Ibenedo?
she's Lucky Benedio's daughter. Yeah, she's from the Benedio's family. But I don't know if it's grand or direct. But she from childhood, she has always has this trace of, allegedly anyways, she has always had this trace of substances, of taking things, of doing all those things, you know. So just imagine you as a young girl growing up in such environment. She need therapy. She need to calm down.
Therapy.
She do need therapy. It's beyond what it's just. Two Face is a victim right now. I want to, in as much as I'm happy, but it is what it is. Two-Face is a victim. Natasha need therapy. She's not okay. She's not normal, because when you see some videos and other things surfacing, how can a girl, a lady, and an honorable be shouting and screaming and like, who does that? Who does that? Even on a live stream, people have been talking about you, about your behavior. You came on a live stream, you were still doing same. Who does that? Ah, Omo, that girl, she need to go to mental home. To be honest, it's beyond what we are seeing on screen and all that.
But
She
do
needs to
you
go to
think
mental.
Two-Face did not notice all of this before he entered that relationship? Of course. That
So I feel
character,
like
that
I feel
character
like
was not
Two-Face like
hidden.
toxic people. I feel like Two-Face like toxic relationship. I feel that's what he likes. It's a pattern. I feel like that. I feel like he likes. There's some people. Yeah, it's both ways. There's some people that they love toxic things. They love that drama, those things. Because definitely he must have seen signs. He must have seen those things, and he's still there. So
Let me
I feel
bring
like it's a
let me
pattern.
bring fresh people on. You guys stay there. Let me bring some more people in that want to have their say. It's very important, especially women that can. I'm a man, so I don't really understand what goes on in her head. So when I listen to women like this, I kind of have a clue of what could be going on um, in their head. So it's very, very important. We have other people that is joining us. Uh, go ahead, ma. Are you there? God, Bebe, your network is bad. I think we just lost you. Yes, so what we are saying is none of us is happy at what is happening. I know, Softy, you say you are happy. Please don't be happy because this is dangerous. Two-Face is our legend. So we have to save him and make sure that the right advice get to him and people around him. And unfortunately, this kind of people, there's nobody that will be around them because Natasha has power in Edo State, has police control, and then they'll basically barricade their house, and then nobody can reach out to them. As my sister said, at this point, I think Two-Face need to move out, have his own home, his own house, live in his own house, cook his own food, and have his own boys, and can be a man for the rest of his life. The way he's going now, he might not have a good retirement. Do you think Annie can take him back?
I will not even advise that. If I was Annie's sister, I will never advise Annie. That is no, 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 no. Take him back. Why? So that she will continue where she have peace now with herself. She have peace now with her children. So she can take him back and continue fighting the war that she left. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. I will not even advise. If I even maybe later I see that she accept 2Face back, I will see that she's not wise. And she maybe she has this strength of always fighting. Me personally, I don't have strength for things like this. I even normally advise that if you are being abused, your partner is abusing you, the best thing is to leave, because that is my own capacity. I don't have strength to fight. I can't fight. So if Annie accept 2Face back, it's just like accepting the problem and troubles she left and just bringing them back. What 2Face need now is not a woman. What 2Face need now is God. Jesus, deliverance. Yeah, that is what he needs. Is simple truth. He needs God now in his life. Staying on his own, going for like deliverance, talking to God, speaking to God. Let God bring him back and take that urge of women, take that urge away from him. Because this is like an addiction. It's like somebody is addicted to this. His own is addicted to women, and is very bad. It's very bad. And if he's not careful, this is what will later lead him, God forbid, to buy or something. That will be the end story, because women will deal with you. Women, they will deal with you normally. And 2Face is somebody that don't the guy. I see that the guy is somebody that don't have strength for fight but he has strength for women. But if he's to fight for, he doesn't have strength for those.
Somebody is asking, must he marry? Why is constantly looking for marriage everywhere?
He need God. He must not marry, but he is addicted to women. That is what I'm saying. It's not at this age now. Let me say, maybe you left Annie. Thank God for your life. You want to have peace. Then you left Annie. Is it not for you to stay a man of 50 years? What are you using women to do again, or maybe getting married to do again? Now you have to start buying pampers afresh, training children at this age afresh. It's probably like even this my children now. This my children. I'm like, God, let them grow. I wish they can grow fast, because it's not an easy thing to train children, especially when they are little. Just imagine 2Face now that is supposed to be resting, going for shows, have peace of mind, have his own privacy. All his children are in school, as in just resting his remaining years on earth. And now look at what is happening. He's using those remaining years on earth to fight. I heard that Natasha broke bottle. She threw the bottle at him. Thank God he missed. Imagine at this age. Is that what is supposed? And this is a lesson for men, especially men, because there was an interview I watched then. I think one radio interview where most men was saying that they like women, toxic women, and I had an experience many years ago when I was dating this young man. The woman he was dating before, she was fire on the mountain herself. She can come into the house now. It was even the neighbor that was telling me. She told me that this your guy, his former girlfriend. She can come into the house now, take bottle and say everybody should leave the house, and you will leave. Even when she's not the owner of the building, but she will take knife and say if nobody leaves this house, she will start choking everybody. That was how toxic this girl was. And now the girl left. Thank God. Do you know that this my guy? He was telling his neighbor one day. That was when the thing even came out. The stories came out. He was telling his neighbor one day that me, I'm too dull. That I don't bring that fire. I don't. That is not that I'm too. This is somebody that will leave the house. It was the neighbor telling me. Oh, he said this your guy. He will leave the house. The girl will carry knife. She will pursue him. He will leave the house and go and sleep in his friend's house for 2 days. Sometimes she will wake up. Maybe he has friends in the house sleeping. She will wake up one morning and said everybody should leave her house. And sometimes she will say nobody will eat in this house. Sometimes she will say
thank you.
Sometimes she will say this today nobody will eat, and nobody will eat. Sometimes she will wake up and say everybody leave this house. Sometimes the TV. When I came, when we started dating, I saw that the TV was broken. I saw that the chairs, the table. I was asking her, why is everything broken in your house? He never told me. He just waved the question away. It was his neighbor that was like, after he told his neighbor that thing, the guy was like quarreling with him. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, why? Because he was telling the neighbor that I don't bring that fire, that I'm too dull.
You are too cold. You are too cold.
I'm too cold for his liking. Yeah, I'm too cold. I'm too dull. It doesn't that there's no fire in me. There's no like that is getting bored.
I hope you ran away quick afterward.
I ran my leg was the back of my leg was touching my head when I was running. So what am I trying to say? And with the broadcast I saw when men was calling and say, yes, I like women. I like women that I don't like women that are cool. You will be surprised that 60% of men in this world don't like women that are cool. They like women that fight, bring trouble, bass. That is, and you will know that it's not. And those men, look at them, they don't last long. They will die there. And you'll be asking, why are you still with this woman? Why are you still? They like it. That is their own pattern of life. It's not that their own pattern, they are possessed. Possessed men. Because
why you can't take this in personal now? Harrison, hold on there. Harrison, go on. Are you there, Harrison? Harrison. Do you think they are possessed? This is crazy, my sister. Now, as I was talking, I decided to bring the historical fact of the trouble of 2Face that we know so far. And somebody should correct me if the information we have here is correct. This is full dramatic relationship history of 2Face Idibia. 2Face love life is easily one of the most dramatic in Nigerian entertainment history. His romantic timeline spin multiple women, 3 baby mama, several public fights, emotional breakdown, viral apology, and endless controversy. Number 1, Annie Macaulay, now Annie Idibia, the first love, the legal wife of 2Face. How it started. Annie met 2Face when she was 15 years old, before fame. She stood by him through poverty, injury, shootout, and his earliest career struggle. Their love story became almost legendary. The drama that followed. Despite their strong bond, Annie suffered the hardest blow of 2Face. Multiple pregnancies from other women while she was still with him. internet bullying, humiliation, and constant comparison. There's another girl called Pero and Sumbo. Pregnancy created massive emotional scar on Annie. Annie still bear it. In 2012 to 2015, public fight between Annie and Pero. In 2021, Annie versus 2Face family, Instagram war. She accused him of disrespect and emotional torture. The same 2021, the Pero versus Annie saga exploded multiple times, including viral voice note and family clashes. Then children. Annie has 2 children with 2Face, Isabella and Olivia. We are going down. Pero's daughter of Lagos socialist Chief Jide Adeniyi, met 2Face earlier in his career. She gave birth to 3 children, 3 of 2Face children, including a set of twins. Pero was pregnant while Annie and 2Face were still together. This Annie don't seem way. Hey! Annie don't seem way, yo. I think this is too much for a woman. Now, I agree she should not go back. Nah. She's not go back. It's a Pero surprise pregnancy. One happened while 2Face was with Annie. Viral photo of 2Face kissing Pero in club 2015. 2021, baby mama house visit. Scandal where Annie accused 2Face of staying with Pero for days in America. Then there's a Sumbo, was a choir singer at Pastor Sami Adeyemi's Daystar Church. Her relationship with 2Face was less than dramatic than Pero, but still public. She had 2 children for 2Face. Hey, every woman 2Face see 2Face one born with. They don't know where they say condom.
MrBen, now you see why I said there's a pattern. Have you seen it? It's a pattern. It's a face.
Sharp, you meet Natasha. You don't give her belly. Now, I don't know what advice I can give to 2Face than to pack his bag and go and live alone with himself. And start to rebuild his life. And start loving his children. And start to love his children. Because this, I don't know how anybody can come out of this. It's too much. Google have a whole history of 2Face. Now, this is what some people are saying, that maybe because he became famous too young. Is that an excuse?
That's not an excuse.
Too many temptation in his prime. Now, if that is prime, I look at Natasha. I don't see anything that is extraordinary about that young lady. Maybe family name, money. There's a rumor out there that 2Face is not as rich as many of you guys believe. And this is serious. Could there be a reason why he went to that girl?
That was what I said. He went to oh God. MrBen, look at the story very well. 2Face went to Natasha because he felt Natasha was an honorable and he could rely on her. If you notice, when I came to them, I wrote something. I said 2Face went to dig gold, but the gold dug him. So Natasha is 2Face karma.
Now you have to come up for this. I go block you now. Who got you? The gold did what? The goat don't catch him.
Two-Face. The goat not dig Two-Face. That was what happened. Hey God, Two-Face. Me, I'm not that I'm happy, but not that I'm not saying from. I don't want it to look like, oh, this girl's a bad girl, but I'm happy. Like when I saw it, it gives me joy. I went again, I reposted the video. That drum, I love it. Like there's this joy in my heart. I'm like, oh gosh, this is Two-Face karma. And I loved it. I love the sound of the slaps.
So you are thinking finally Two-Face has made his match now.
Yes, perfect. That's why I said Two-Face should be there. Natasha is Two-Face karma. And I love the fact that she's taking his money, all his transaction is going to her account. Oh, sorry, all his transaction in his account, she's receiving the alert of it. She's controlling the money.
There is this trending story on the comment section. People are saying peace of mind. Two-Face is enjoying peace of mind. Where does that come from?
They should leave him to enjoy his peace of mind. He said they should leave him to enjoy his peace of mind.
Yeah, they are saying that because when he left Annie, I think that video he did, he said he wanted peace of mind, that he doesn't have peace of mind with Annie. So now people are saying they should leave him, they should enjoy his peace of mind with Natasha.
No, he said Natasha is his peace of mind.
Yes,
he said Natasha,
so
he should enjoy his peace of mind.
So he said people should leave him to enjoy his peace of mind.
To be honest, there's no advice for Two-Face, and that is why Daddy Freeze cannot even advise him. He should be there.
My advice is, this guy, if he's left with this kind of situation, two things will happen. One is he will go bankrupt. You will see
He's
somebody
already bankrupt, man. He is bankrupt. Not that he will go. He is.
Okay. Because of what? Because of not keeping himself in check and having that addiction of women have destroyed him. Okay. Second thing is the end game, the end story is he will just buy. Yeah. Because he doesn't have the strength. I look at him and somebody that is weak. He is weak in fighting, but he's strong. His manhood is very strong.
Nobody tell where on alive be that woman. Nobody person what they say. Nobody person where Sabina kuna they follow up and instead of person where they think.
No.
If I come now, they toast you now, and they think. When I go say I lazy, say I they think. I too they do like. But when I carry woman now, knock 'em well. I go be hero. Nobody ten softy. Speak and let peace reign.
No. No, me as a woman.
Una too like knock, and now the thing where they make Two-Face the rain be that.
No, not all women, no. Not all women, no. Because me, not all women. Two-Face doesn't have power for fight, but his manhood is strong for and him not having that strength for problem and trouble.
The way where you they say, yeah, I actually wonder the way where you they talk you be like say, how you going to take the talk like say say that thing he did there?
Because looking from his story from the first beginning, okay, just imagine now. You said you yourself said, because I've read those things, but you yourself said he met Annie when he was 15. Okay. Annie, according to the story, Annie was like helping him with his music, even when people, as in when he wasn't famous then, but he was just trying his best. I think there was a time even Annie was saying that she stole her mother's money for him, just for him to go for a show and things like that. Okay, somebody like that, you think after he became famous, he's little famous then, he started going after women and left Annie. Annie kept fighting. The first woman gave birth for him. Second gave birth for him. Third gave birth. I think Annie's child was even the fifth. She said it in that reality film. show, this famous and something, or something and famous. She said it there that sometimes she gets angry when she remembers that her own child is even the fifth child of 2Face. After she was the first person that met 2Face and even helped him with his career. You can imagine that this addiction of women, it has not, as in, not be today it starts. It has been there. I don't know whether it's from his father's house or from his mother's house. But what I know, he needs deliverance before he will die, before that thing will kill him. If maybe there was, there was no story of his father. There was no like story or something of his father. If there was something story of his father, I would have maybe said maybe it's a pattern, and that pattern needs to be broken. Because things like that, if it's not from his father and from his mother, that means, because the problem is, most of us, when we talk about spiritual things or spirituality, some people will say, you are too spiritual, but the truth is, the spiritual controls the physical. We are in a spiritual world. If you are looking at this world only physically, they will deal with you in this world that you ask yourself why. Even as politicians and things, most of them can't be in politics without going spiritually deep. So this what is his name? 2Face. If this thing is not from his father's house or from his, that means he collected it maybe with one of those his girls that he was sleeping with, because these things pass on. You see somebody that has a dog spirit. You see somebody that has a dog spirit. When you sleep with that girl, you will have that thing. When I say these things, that's why it's better to stay off women and maybe pray, and that God show you your own wife or your own husband. There was a guy close to my house then. This guy sleeps with, he will even sleep with your wife. If you are his friend, he will sleep with your wife. He's tall, he's handsome, he's a fine guy. He started toasting me then, he was wooing me then, but I told him no, that he has a dog spirit.
They take woman swear for him.
Yes, that is how bad it is. You see, that is how bad it is. And he has a wife. But he will sleep with, if you are his friend, he slept with 3 of his friends' wives. The same guy will say, you are him, they chop. He's sleeping with your wife. Just imagine that kind of thing. He said, when he was toasting me, I told him that you don't need me, you need Jesus. You need deliverance.
This man, now Jesus, you just say for us today. God,
I'm telling you, because these things are not ordinary. These things are not physical. He needs to go for a long time with Jesus and just ask him to deliver him. I'm telling you. I told this guy that you don't need me, you need Jesus.
Chidwanda, hold on. Best, go ahead. Best, you take over, and I'm going to listen to you. Go ahead. What do you think about all of this drama?
Yeah, it's so sad that we still have women who are trying to justify toxic relationships, such as this woman speaking for a while now, calling 2Face different sorts of names. We all know that this situation 2Face.
No, I don't think they are justifying it though.
That's what, because we have been calling 2Face different type of names, which I don't understand why, the reason behind it. We are talking about someone being in a toxic relationship. Someone being in a toxic relationship. Let's not forget that 2Face is an African man. The same way we have Arabian marry more than 1, 2, 3 wives, the same way the African men do. So I don't know if MrBen still active, okay? So I don't seem to understand you calling 2Face names and every now and then. He's an African man. You said Annie stood with 2Face, this and that. I don't know how they will move about with their relationship. But I'll use Olamide as an example. Olamide is a celebrity and we have not heard anything about his own private relationship. Anything about his own private marriage. did it make him fame when he was young? He also made his own fame when he was young. Same thing applicable to Two-Face, who is a legendary person. So we shouldn't try to justify toxic leadership just that because okay this is fault. This we all know that okay Two-Face is to be blamed. The way forward now is that what's the way forward? We shouldn't be talking about all this, left this, left that, as his own manhood is doing this. No, Two-Face, we all know that Two-Face is someone that doesn't have that flair of is into fights, this and that. Two-Face is a very gentle soul. It is one thing we all know, and we all know that most of these women as well, they don't like someone like Two-Face. Mr. Ben said it earlier. You can only deny that not all women. You don't the same way we have men who don't like soft women is the same way we have women who are into hard men. So I don't think justifying toxic relationship is the way forward in this. I feel so sad for Two-Face because I'm hearing this. I think I've been hearing since yesterday. So and I didn't even bother to go through it until today and listening to MrBen as well. So that's what actually pushed me to this, making more research on the Two-Face current situation. And it's very sad, to be honest. Very sad. That's my
So
story.
what advice do you have for Two-Face now?
I think the way forward now is to probably leave any relationship. To leave any relationship. No way, no marriage, nothing. Just take care of your children and move on with your life. You shouldn't be going to any marriage or any relationship. But the way the situation is now is I think Two-Face is very broke now. So for him to survive now is a bit little difficult for him. So that's
I
just
think if Two-Face understand his business strategy, I think Nigerian celebrities are very kind. From Davido to Whiskey to Burna Boy to all of the legend, all of the guys in the music industry, the Nigerian entertainment industry will still favor him 100%. He just needs to repackage himself and take himself first and reconnect with his root again and forgive his past nemesis, people he has fight with, especially the people that started the Plantation Boy together with him. Forgive them and then rekindle his career back and be a legend that he is. Do collaboration with other people. I don't know anything about music. So I'm just saying what I think I would have told him if I have him on my ear. Yeah, because currently the heat on him is heavy. And I can agree with people that say that Two-Face is broke. I mentioned this one time like that to one of my friends, and the guy said, no, Two-Face is not broke. But if you're not broke, Two-Face follow Annie to South Africa for that Yeye show. I call it Yeye show in my own opinion. If Two-Face is really that person, Two-Face will not do it anyway. Two-Face would marry that girl regardless of celebrity, regardless of whether she's a House of Rep member or whatever nonsense she is. The girl no even get standard. She knows a bit dress, in my own opinion. So I don't see any attraction there. I think something, as Softy said, something drive Two-Face to that relationship.
yeah, like she said gold digger. Yeah.
It's a family name. She's from Lucky Benedo's family. There's a lot of inheritance for them. That girl could worth like 10 billion. The money they stole, they keep it in account for her. And Two-Face thought she can go and be there. But the girl does not even have the character to progress politically because her behavior is completely childish.
He's a very rude somebody. I don't even know what took Two-Face there. But I think some things happen in life for somebody to learn something. I think they drove him to that relationship. I think for him to, I think, like, think of his life and just
It's a gold digging thing that I think it is. Because when he was in that show in South Africa, the girl probably asked Two-Face, how much are you making from this Yeye show you are in? The reason I'm saying this, I'll tell you the reason I'm saying this now. The girl probably asked Two-Face, how much are you making from this Yeye show? Come over. And then wire him equivalent of that twice. And Two-Face will be like, okay, I'm coming. Market over. Because Two-Face left that show, come back to Nigeria, broke Annie's heart, announce another woman immediately, that sounds completely coercive to me.
Okay, because of money.
That sounds completely not natural.
Yeah, it's not natural.
That's not natural. So everything does not sound natural. So you can only be ojuju or money. And in my own opinion, because I don't believe in ojuju, it's money that I'll call.
It's money. Yeah.
So if that is what it is, then 2Face has a serious problem that need to be solved by him.
Mm-hmm.
He need to humble himself. He need to move out of that home immediately. I need to restart his life. Come to London. Stay in London for 5 months. Recover yourself. Connect back to your root, your music that you do well. Because at this point, 2Face is supposed to be signing artists single-handedly. Because if 2Face have 10 artists and call Don Jazzy, let them feature Aria Star, Don Jazzy will not say no. Because they know him. He's one of the most humble superstars in Nigeria. Very humble. He's not over for him. As much as a lot of us are angry that he finds himself in this situation, we are wishing him that the best outcome comes out instead of the worst outcome. But that girl, I don't often call people out or condemn women. I am highly, highly suspicious of her behavior. It's not normal. That girl is very, very angry girl. I think that girl don't even think she deserves life itself. She want to be noticed and she find it. Those are the kind of girl that will go and read insult comment online and slap 2Face. Somebody will just insult her online and come and 2Face will get a slap on top of that. Because he can't find the person to slap.
Someone that can force 2Face to come out and apologize.
Yes.
Or else. Something
So
that
it is
couldn't do for
it is a very serious matter that we are dealing with here. Nobody should take it for like and the more the advice is for 2Face to save himself from himself. I'm not blaming Natasha. I blame 2Face 100% for not understanding his own need. You could be broke and still have your pride. What is 2Face catalog? If you're talking about music, how many songs did he have that is catalog that he can earn money from? As I said, it is way too long. Now 2Face is supposed to have changed everything into production, management. But this woman rapper nonsense is what is destroying him.
his dick is not allowing him to think straight. Is something. It's not allowing him to think straight. Even in the marriage, even when he was with Annie in that marriage, he was still after women. That is to tell you that this thing is no more ordinary. We are looking at it of ordinary aspects.
My sister, it's not spiritual.
Even in the marriage, Annie was still like crying, shouting of these women. She was like fighting.
We wish him well. We want him to be well. We want that marriage to dissolve. I'm not going to sit down here and be saying, oh, let the marriage go on. The marriage is toxic. At least they have had a kid now. Let the woman go and take care of the kid with the $1 billion that is already have in her account. 2Face should go and check out. Go and reason your life. And as you say, my sister, you are very right when you say that what could happen to 2Face is this. This will send him into depression. If he doesn't take his step now and step out immediately and recover himself, it could send him into another woman's hand again. Another woman will say, come, I save you. Nobody can save 2Face now. He needs to save himself. At this point, nobody can save him. He needs to save himself. That is all I have to say here. They say he that wear the shoe, nowhere is hurting him. And I do hope there's no spiritual influence in all of this. I don't have power over that one. Mr. Ben, did you hear what I say? I hope you agree with me that I have not been hard on him today.
I don't think there's anything spiritual in it. I feel like it's just this pattern. And to be honest, there's no advice for Two Face. Mr. Ben, do you think that Two Face friends, his family, his brothers, do you think they've not spoken to him? I remember there was a time Two Face brother came out and was like, oh,
Thank you for the gift,
Natasha,
Sokiwa. Thank you.
that this girl Natasha, they don't like the girl, blah blah. Even Two Face mother came out to talk about it as well. It's still there. For Two Face, I think that guy yesterday, I think that guy is Two Face manager or something. For the guy to say that he's tired at this point, that he had to leave Two Face, they've tried.
Let me bring my sister that just joined us now. Soaksword, go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay, I stopped by here because I think you're the only one making sense.
Oh, thank you. That is very kind of you. Sometimes I make a lot of nonsense, so
because
forgive me when you catch me.
Yeah, the key thing you said is he has to save himself, not to blame the woman. And from observation, I'm in my 50s, so I've known 2Face music and all of that for a very long time. The reason why we didn't know so much about 2Face then was because we didn't have social media. So we have social media now. We're seeing so many things being played out. He has a weakness, and unfortunately and sadly, people like that, that will be the death of them, and that will be the thing that will, be destructive in their path. And you have so many people who are geniuses like this. They are very good at certain craft that they have, and they have a certain weakness that they cannot have certain control over. 2Face hasn't really known himself. And I don't know if he's got mentors or if he ever had mentors. So if you look at other people who are doing so well around the world, outside the African space, they have their weaknesses. But they've been able to curtail that weakness because they have people who they're accountable to. So you see, I know we have some people who celebrate that, okay, example like Einstein and all of that thing, oh, he was a genius in this era. But if you look into his personal life, you would have seen that he has a huge weakness. And in as much as he's very good in his music space, you can give him a track to, create musical lyrics. He'll be very quick and good. He's that witty. He's that intelligent. But this part of his life, he seemed to be failing. And 2Face is in his 50s. Indeed, a fool at 40 is a fool forever. If he hadn't learned all these years to say, okay, this is the problem I have. If I don't control this or be on top of this, it will destroy the other good things that I seem to have as gifts. It's a shame. And at this point, he has to come to the point where he says, I have a problem and I need to fix this problem. We're all going to watch like a world stage right now and see someone that we know being destroyed by his own bad habits. It doesn't matter who he has as a woman. Okay, everybody saw what happened, played out with Annie, and then this lady, if he had a problem with Annie, remember also before Annie, there are two other women. There's one of them married to a pastor who's living very well. There's one of them again in America who's got kids. I think she's moved on. Annie was the other woman he had kids with. And then this young lady now that we have. In all of that, he had three women. He had two before Annie. Did he come to say, you're having this woman, you're having kids with this woman, you have a problem, you go to the next one. At what point in his life did he say, okay, I need to reorganize my life, my choices, and the steps that I take? So obviously you can see he's not, I think he's
Is
a
it
problem. Yeah,
my sister? My
yeah.
sister, thank you so much because you couldn't have laid better. But do you think we should also look at our women and said they should be careful the kind of drama they accept into their life? Because
Absolutely.
all these women saw all of this happening. The two women that 2Face had children with, Annie was with him, but they still collected him.
Yeah, yeah.
This is crazy.
So I'll tell you something about women. If you watch Geographical Channel, you could even see the way women are territorial in terms of the animals. Yeah, and I don't know that nature. It's just a psychology behind that. I'll give an example. If you see a man who's not doing so well, a woman will not bat an eye at him, meaning that she will not even acknowledge he exists. And then you may see that man years down the line who is with a good-looking woman. Because of that beautiful woman by his side, other women begin to notice this man.
And he might not still be doing well financially, but because he's with a beautiful
So
woman.
women have that nature. Yeah, I really don't know. Women are territorial, and women, will I say, try it. I know some women may not agree with me, but that's the way it is. There's some women that will want to, it's almost like, not necessarily ego, but like they have conquered to take or to add. Because if you go to a party sometimes, women assess themselves based on how they look. Women dress for women, not necessarily for men. So you see a man and the woman looks smashing, but the other woman, the outside woman will be like, I want to have some of what that woman has. I get what you're saying. He had Annie and then he went out there and the other women knew that he had Annie and they still went ahead and had kids. Except the one that married the pastor. I think her son, she's got 2 boys for him. I think she had him before he met, and I can't remember. But the one in America that had kids for him went back again and had kids for him while he was with Annie. You know, why do women do that? That's a question I don't have answers to, but it's in nature. Most women do that. Most women think that there will be a better and the best option. You know, and so men that know that, they play that. And that's where it comes in. If a man has, the man should have his boundaries, you know, and not play into that. So 2Face, in a way, had control on how he wanted his life to pan out. And he's played into everything because of his weakness that he's had. And his weakness is taking a hold of him.
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you. As we end the session, I want to thank all of you that contributed and those of you that gifted me. So our channel is open for gifting now because we have a lot of people that need support on this platform. And sometimes they reach out to me and I have to use my money to support them. So we have a channel that people can gift us as well. Before, I don't emphasize on it, but I don't think it's wise of me. It's like I was talking to my friend. I said, if you don't ask, you don't receive. So we'll be receiving gift from you. If you come on this platform and you like what we do, support it by gifting. I promise you the money is not for my rent, neither for my car. But it will be useful for people that reach out to our DM to ask for support. So those little helps goes a long way to support other people that may not be that strong on our platform that are asking for help from us. So whenever you have time and you have the coins on your gift box and you are on this live, do appreciate what we do on this live so that the expenses that some people may need, it's not, I don't have to open my inbox to show you what amount of messages we receive from our followers here. And I never, since I've been doing this program, I never ask for gift from people. In short, I discourage it. But looking at things and the direction we are going, I don't think it's wise. So we are open to receive gift from you. It's not mandatory, but if you come on this platform, support us, support the channel, support the people that are on our DM Some of them are fake, some of them are real. But if somebody tell you they need 5,000 to eat food, we can bless them with it. And your £1 could almost cover that. So thank you guys for joining. Now for 2Face, at the end of the day, 2Face is not just 2Face. He's a legend. He's a man who we love, and too many people love him deeply. At the same time, his story is a warning to men out there. A lesson, a mirror of fame, a choice and consequences. People need to look at themselves and ask themselves, do I believe in myself? I keep on saying it. If you're not capable of looking at yourself, being alone, I promise you, Beyonce will not save you. Beyonce become your wife, it will be a chaos. At this point, 2Face need to look at himself on the mirror and accept the challenge to fix himself. I thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.